Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Gaudin.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. The Redskins offense led by their new quarterback, Case Keenum. And Keenum, a guy, he's seen his fair share of highs and lows in this game. The high, likely his 22-touchdown season for the Vikings in 2017. And the low, probably being traded by Denver after one 6-10 season. But here he is, ready to rock and roll. Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Let's go.
If you're an Adrian Peterson fan, that's the sign that you want to see right there on the other end. They got to learn to get him down, or this could be a long one.
And it's also the sign that his team wanted to see. Him making that type of a run, having a force and an impact on the game that early, that really demoralizes the defense because they realize it could be a long game trying to get him on the ground.
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin. And now it's second down. Back to the air. Keenum on second down. It's caught by Davis. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They'll run with Peterson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes the second-year man, Lamar Jackson, and this Baltimore Ravens offense. They sit at 2-2 through 4 weeks of the season after that loss at home against Cleveland last week, Charles. And Lamar threw 2 picks in that game, his first interceptions in his last 8 outings.
Yeah, he took care of the ball quite well, but I do believe we're seeing a little bit of a formula when you play Baltimore. You need to play from the front against them. Force them into a position where they're trying to play catch-up, throw the ball a little bit more, because otherwise they'll do damage against you. Mark Ingram, Gus Edwards running the football. Lamar Jackson off of that, also able to run the ball. When the ball's in the air a lot more, you feel like your chances are better against Baltimore, even though he threw for 247 and 3 touchdowns in addition to the 2 interceptions.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On third down, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
On first down, Thompson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Throwing is Keenum on third down. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Keenum now to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. On second down now, it's Ingram, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. To throw is Keenum. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Keenum uncorks one for Davis. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as it... Incomplete. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Cyrus Jones back to return for the Ravens. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. And the Ravens taking the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They'll run on first down. Ingram, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got it.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A chance now to... And he'll get in! Touchdown, Baltimore! Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2, unsuccessful. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So, you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop. Ingram. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. They go play action now. Jackson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a big...
Adrian Peterson, touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, 43 yards. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one taken from the 7. Pretty move. And now running right through it. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. On first down, it's Ingram. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Play, and it's second down. Play action. It's Jackson. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 25-yard line. And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Jackson now, rolling to his left. And he will score! Touchdown, Baltimore! Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. And he will not make it to the goal line here, so they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a one-point game. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a three-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Keenum and the Redskins now going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back now in Baltimore. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a one-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And a second spin. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. Stays on his feet. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Ingram again. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Bust through the tackle. Brushing off defenders. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 19. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction all of a sudden. 53 remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, Keenum. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. You got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 3rd down gain of 19. They'll look to throw. Complete. It's a rookie from Ohio State, Terry McLaurin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He'll look to throw. Clock's up. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 36 yards. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed him. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still second down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now Keenum. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. Moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams...
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Jackson flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set now for their next drive, Case Keenum and the Redskins. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Keenum. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Keenum. He's got it complete to Thompson. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. So a little chunk there on 1st as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get 1st downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. You get 6, so much the better.
Open man is Quinn. He completes it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Keenum. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll run on 1st down. Thompson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They run. Peterson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Tackle made there by Chris Wormley. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. This will be fielded at the 6. Runs through the contact. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. And now here come the Ravens. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We had 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game.
I can't wait to see how the defense decides to play this.
And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there in overtime. 57 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Montez Sweat coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Hey, check. 3 down.
One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. This is Ingram. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my...